Hello, I'm going to share with you some of our family favorites. This is Illustrated Fairy Tales. It has several fairy tales in it. They have fun pictures, not a lot of words, so we can get through a whole fairy tale in one sitting, and a nice little bookmark, and it also has these cushy pages. Underpants for Ants. This is one of our phonics readers. They are paperback. They're only $6.99, and they're just silly rhyming stories that help your kiddos practice their phonics. They also have these handy QR codes that the kids can scan on the back, and then it reads to them so they can follow along. If you like the phonics books, we have a whole set of phonics books in a box. There's 20 in here for $69.99. Or you can get collections. This is the Ted and Friends collection, which has several phonics stories in a hardcover. So those are a couple of good deals. Peek Inside Cinderella. This is a gorgeous book. The quality in this book is amazing. There's flaps and little peek throughs on the pages. You can see through the windows. There are several Peek Inside a Fairy Tale stories. This is just one that we enjoy. Muddle and Match. This book is a board book, so it's real sturdy, and it helps children with their speech and pronouncing words because it has lots of repetition. It also helps with vocabulary development, but most of all, the kids just think it's silly and fun. A Celebration of Brothers and A Celebration of Sisters. These are sweet poems with illustrations that show all types of families and celebrate sisters and brothers. As days drift to months and flow into years, your life twists and it turns, leaps up and sinks down, but sisters stay constant and smooth out your frown. This is Al. We have 3 of these books. This is Frog and this is Crab. And these are interactive storybooks. For example, it says, try tickling Al's tummy to wake Owl up. So you tickle his tummy. Clap 3 times to switch off the sun. So the kids clap 3 times to switch off the sun. Oops, quickly draw a big round moon with your finger so we can see what's going on. That's better. So it's just fun like that, interactive, and the kids just giggle. They love participating in the story and watching what they do, making Owl's story come to life. This is one of our favorite Shine-a-Light books. We have lots of Shine-a-Light books. There's 20 to choose from. They are all nonfiction, super educational, but also really fun. So basically, you learn different things. This one's about the human body. So when you shine a light behind the page, it reveals something about your body. This one is skeletons. There's one with lungs. There's one with fingerprints. Oh, here's the lungs one. I gotta show you. You'll kind of see it with the light shining through the window. And then here's the flashlight behind the page. Our next favorite storybook is The Prince and the Witch and the Thief and the Bears. This is about Jamie and his dad. His dad's telling him a nighttime story. Once upon a time, there was a prince, and then the little boy, Jamie, keeps adding to the story, and it just gets goofier and goofier throughout the whole thing. The kids love this book, and it's a little longer, so it makes for a really good bedtime story, and we enjoy it. And then at the end, the boy asks, well, what happens to the bears? And he says, we'll find out in another story. So it kind of encourages that storytelling to keep going on. And a new one came out, The Tale of the Valiant Ninja Frog, which then has Jamie's sister in the story. They're camping in this one and telling the bedtime story, but it's the same deal where the kids keep interrupting the dad's bedtime story and adding things to it that just make the story even crazier and more fun. Mind Your Manners. This is an excellent book. It takes place in the jungle, and It's not a very happy place to be because nobody minds their manners. But if you want to be happy together, you need to follow manners. They're not just some silly old rules. No one likes mean, greedy grabbers. I'm sure everybody agrees. You won't get far being a snatcher. Polite pandas always say please. So it has little manners rules throughout the story, and it all rhymes and it's cute, but they're very important messages. And then when you get to the end, the jungle is then a very nice place to be because everyone is minding their manners. The Gobble Gobble Moo Tractor book is really fun, and it's fun if you can put somebody on the spot like grandma or grandpa or your husband if you've just bought this book. But it has all these animal sounds, and they are pretending to be the tractor. So as you read it, you say all the animal sounds, and you put them together to be the tractor. And try not to wake up Farmer Dougal. I say ooh, you say ah. If you want to be laughing and laughing and laughing and laughing, you want this book. So there's something very simple that I need you to remember. When I say ooh, you say ah, as loudly as you can. Are you ready? Ooh. And then they say ah, ooh, ah, whatever. And then they think it's really fun. And this is fun for kids of all ages. It's not just for little kids. I read it to my junior high kids, and they were gut rolling. Now, if you see the color red, pat your head. And then they're saying ooh and patting their head. Red ants. So there's just little things that you have to do throughout, and I'm not going to give away the end because the end is the funniest part. Where Happiness Lives. This is my favorite book because of the message. It's also beautiful. It's about this little mouse that lives in a house that's just perfect for him. But as he's walking out one day, he sees a house that's much nicer, and he thinks that mouse must be happier with such a nice house. But that mouse says, no, there's this mansion on the hill. That must be the happiest mouse. Anyway, they walk up to the hill, and on the way, they're so focused on the mansion that they forget to notice all the flowers and wonderful things. They get to the mansion, and the mouse up there is super nice, and the mansion is beautiful. But when they get to the top, she says, there's something that I look at. This is the happiest house on the land. And when she looks at this house, it is the first mouse's house. And it talks about how whatever your home, it is happy indeed if you love what you have and you have what you need. So sweet. And then this, I think, is a hidden gem. It's called You Choose, and it has helped my son speak better, talk more, and also my daughter with storytelling. And the reason I like this is because it can be something different every time you read it. If you could go anywhere, where would you go? And the kids are like, I'd go here, or I'd go to the forest, or I'd go to the mountains, or I'd go to the beach. So it's really fun for them. And each page you choose something different, and you just make this big story, and it fosters their imagination. And there's so many things to look at if you take this on a trip or just killing some time on a cold day. It just can be used for so many things. It's a really awesome book.